All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, B'Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to the Akim out there pushing the word and truth and sincerity. All right, so I got this quick lesson. I was scrolling through some feeds or whatever, and I came across this from rtnews.com, and the title basically says it all, man. All right, we're moving into these times where Esau is going to start getting desperate with, pushing his agenda, and especially here in America. All right, you've got Texas basically saying F the mask and the shutdown or whatever, quarantining and all that. It's gonna make the government get more desperate. Okay, when pushing the agenda of getting everybody to take the for the COVID thing, and this devil's got to intensify the things that he's doing. But before I get into this lesson, I'll bring out a quick precept. All right, because these devils got to do what they got to do in order for the kingdom to come. All right, but it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, verse 1. It says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees." And, the article I'm about to bring out, Esau, or, basically these heathens, but, they're just following suit, with the rest of the world. All right, it says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed." Okay, so that's these laws that are being passed, for not following the so-called guidelines of this whole pandemic thing. All right, which we understand that this is just an agenda being forwarded. Okay, but at the end of the day, it's the ultimate plan of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, so Esau needs to do these things in order to forward his agenda, but also he needs to do them because they're prophecy. And the sooner he does these things, the sooner the Yahweh Shai can come back. All right, but it says to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. Okay, but point was, these unrighteous decrees is these laws that go against the scriptures, man. Okay, that grievousness which they have prescribed, because these are grievous laws that are going to force the majority of the people, the mass of the people, to take the RFID tag. All right, which we know that's the mark of the beast. Okay, and these judgments and these laws that Esau is pushing are going to be cruel. What's the other word? Harsh, draconian. Okay, so this is just a small glimpse of what's to come in the future. Okay, that the prophets have been telling you people about. Okay, it says I'll go back to the article because this is crucial right here. It says Cambodians who flout COVID rules could face 20 years in prison after Parliament passes draconian law. And this came out, March 5th, 2021, at 14:04. Okay, that's the spirit. Okay, that I was able to catch this. All right, but I'm gonna read this article since I already brought the precept out. It says new legislation adopted in Cambodia would make violating coronavirus measures a serious offense, punishable by up to 2 decades behind bars. The harsh law has been criticized as a way to crack down on dissent. Okay, it says passed unanimously by the country's parliament on Friday. The law calls for a 3-year prison sentence for those who break quarantine orders and up to 20 years in jail for any group that intentionally spreads the virus. Okay, now of course, I'm not gonna, they're gonna blame the prophets for everything. So I wouldn't be surprised if Esau tries to say that, we were spreading the virus or whatever bullshit he comes up with. All right, but this is it says this picture says Britain's COVID apartheid, 10 years in jail for quarantine dodgers from developing countries is draconian and utterly unjust. It says Cambodia's health minister, Mam Bung Haing, hailed the law as a way to protect public health. Okay, and that's why when the time comes to push the RFID tag, You know, that's the same mentality Esau's going to push on the people, man. Okay? When you take this chip, all right? But right now, it's you take this vax, you know, to help stop spreading, to help stop the spread of the, you know, the COVID thing. Okay? But this is the devil's ultimate agenda, man. All right? Which in the Lord willing in the near future, okay? Lord willing in the near future, man. All right? So we can get the hell up out of here. It says the Southeast Asian nation has registered 932 COVID cases since the start of the pandemic, but has yet to record a single death linked to the virus. Critics claim that the law is excessive and can be used by the government to crack down on political opponents. You see that? It's always there's always something, okay? And of course, we know who runs these other countries. You know, these heathens, you know, these low-level heathens think that they run their own countries, but at the end of the day, it's the so-called white man that's running the show, man. All right, you other nations is just, you know, do what daddy tells you to do. All right, but this is Esau's plan, Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And that's part of that wrath that he's coming down with, man. It is for breaking the quarantine. This devil's talking about 10 years in jail, or quarantine dodgers, or, you know, you so-called spreading the virus. He give you 20 years, okay? That's more time in jail, all right, for killing somebody. Like, what was that song Jeezy said? Young Jeezy said, in the crazy world, you get more time for selling dope than murder, okay? And that's the reality of Esau's kingdom, man. Unjust, man, those grievous laws, man. But this is the step forward with those draconian laws, all right? These red devil laws, man. Okay. Go back to this article. It says, and of course, like I said, they got to slander the, you know, the Israelites and the prophets and say that, you know, it basically says it right here. Critics claim that the law is excessive and can be used by the government to crack down on political opponents. Okay, and we're a political opponent, man. The prophets. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if these devils, you know, took the idea from these so-called Cambodians and brought it over here. Which a lot of those, you know, some of those Cambodians is Jake, man. All right. It says the Human Rights Watch said in a statement that the legislation will further erode the rights of activists and dissents. You see that? It's a scare tactic, man. To make you take the max. Okay, it says imposing ridiculously harsh penalties for COVID-19 infractions goes against both public health and human rights principles. HRW's Deputy Asia Director Phil Robertson said in a statement, the law was passed days after exiled opposition leader Sam Rainsy was sentenced in absentia to 25 years in jail over an alleged plot to oust Prime Minister Hun Sen, who has ruled Cambodia for 36 years. Cambodia is far from the only country to impose harsh punishments for those who run afoul of COVID measures. Last month, the UK government threatened up to a 10-year prison term for anyone caught falsifying their travel history when entering the country in breach of quarantine rules. All right, so this, you know, Esau's getting serious with it, you know. But, hey, man, it's just a glimpse of what's to come to Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, okay? So, hey, you know, it is what it is, man. You know, Lord willing, this is edifying, and, you were made aware of what's going on, man. All right, so with that, I want to give our praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rikakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to the Akim out there pushing the word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.